Today on Vallovision News, making a splash, UM's men's swimming team are the Conference Carolinas champions, and the women's team took second place. Hear a reaction from their coach.
And back on the calendar, Turning Point USA has officially rescheduled an event with a controversial speaker. See how UM is stepping up security ahead of Brian Dawson's visit to campus. Vallovision News starts right now.
Hello, and welcome to Vallovision News. I'm Madison Smith.
And I'm Madeleine and Madison. Thanks so much for watching. Just days after learning that the future of their program is uncertain, the University of Montevallo swim team turned in dominant performances at the 2026 Conference Carolina Champions.
The Falcon men earned their first ever conference championship with 658 points. Meanwhile, the women claimed second with 621 points. Montevallo claimed 6 individual titles highlighted by strong performances across multiple events, including NCAA B cut times and the 100 butterfly. The Falcons sealed the event with a relay sweep to maintain momentum.
For me personally, I mean, it's definitely exciting, you know, for me as a coach, but, you know, all the hard work goes to the athletes, all the credit goes to them for the hours that they put in, you know, the blood, sweat, and tears in the weight room, in the pool, dry land, everything that they've done this year. They've earned every piece of what they achieved last week.
The Falcon swim team will find out this week which individual team members qualify to move to the NCAA Division II championships in March.
The Falcons continue to triumph this weekend in Memphis, thanks to the university's tennis teams. Both the men's and women's tennis teams won their respective matches against Christian Brothers University, starting the season strong. The men's team scored a win with a total of 4-3, while the women's team won with a score of 6-1. Tomorrow, both teams will head to South Alabama to face off against the University of Mobile Rams. In other campus news, a controversial on-campus event has officially been rescheduled following its postponement 2 weeks ago.
Vallovision News reporter Braden George joins us in the studio. Now with more. Braden?
Yeah, that's right. The Turning Point USA event with speaker Kenneth Brian Dawson of 1819 News has officially been rescheduled for Thursday, March 5th. The event was originally scheduled for February 12th, but was rescheduled to a, quote, time and location conducive to providing additional safety and security precautions, according to an official university email. I spoke with UM's TPUSA Chapter Vice President Clay Callahan, who told me he felt there was no need to reschedule the event, despite threats of violence toward Brian Dawson.
Personally, I knew that there was death threats made to Brian Dawson. That was relayed to us, and we knew that the Montevallo police were aware of it. We knew that the FBI was aware of it, and we knew that we had Turning Point's private security team and Brian Dawson's security team, all willing to do security. I didn't think there was ever really a security concern regarding students on campus. The only concern that we ever saw was regarding Brian Dawson's safety, yet he was still willing to do the event at the scheduled time.
I also spoke with University of Montevallo Police Chief Brian Prady, who told me that the decision to reschedule came after an increase in both outside input and comments that raised concerns from people outside of the university. The postponing of the event allowed UMPD the opportunity to create a more in-depth safety plan and recruit the assistance of outside agencies.
So we looped in with the Montevallo City and the county. They'll both have some officers here, and we'll be utilizing some different technology that some of them can bring to the table that we don't have access to here. We also did a little more preparation with like Montevallo Fire, make sure they know what's going on in case anything does happen. Everybody's on the same page. We already know what to do, and I already know how everybody else will act.
Yesterday afternoon, officers from the City of Helena and UMPD, as well as Shelby County Sheriff's deputies, were outside Farmer performing preliminary safety checks for next week's event. Prady tells me that despite the publicity and controversy, he expects the event to be conducted safely.
The university is doing everything we can to keep everybody safe. So I would say, just like I referenced earlier, come out and be seen, and make your opinion known, but do it in a respectful manner, and you'll get the same from us.
Callahan echoed the chief's sentiment on the event's safety and encouraged students to attend if they wanted to do so.
Know we're going to have security. Know that your safety was of utmost importance and that you will be safe at this event. Like I said, I'd encourage people to go, but also make your own decision. Don't let other people on either side make it for you.
The event is scheduled to take place on Farmer Patio next Thursday, March 5th, from noon to 2 p.m. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Braden. In other campus news, students had a chance to make connections at Communication Career Day this morning.
The Department of Communication and the Career Development Center co-hosted the campus-wide networking fair. News stations and businesses all across the state came to to talk to students about the opportunities they have to offer. More than a dozen alumni were in attendance for the event. From the voice of Alabama football and basketball in Chris Stewart to 2023 alum in Jonathan Limbaugh. Limbaugh, who works for WSFA 12 News in Montgomery, said his best advice for students is to apply.
You're not going to know what you want to do until you put yourself in those positions, until you try new things. So try everything. Never put all your eggs in one basket. Never limit your options, and never underestimate your skills.
Limbaugh said he enjoyed being back on the bricks. Remember,
there's always more news 24/7 on our social media pages. Just search for ValloVision News on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. Still ahead on ValloVision News, back in action, we catch up with UM's acrobatics and tumbling teams as they compete in their second season. What's new for this year and the team this year?
And later in the buzz, an adorable monkey with a heartbreaking past moves forward in life and makes new friends. We'll be right back.
We believe education is nothing without experience. Through undergraduate research, community projects, and interactive classrooms, students don't just learn concepts, they live them. Montevallo means more hands-on learning for real-world wins.
Welcome back to ValloVision News. Montevallo's track and field teams competed last week at the GSC Indoor Championships. Both teams finished fourth, with multiple athletes scoring points and making it on the podium. 7 athletes made podium on the men's squad, and the women finished with 2. Cooper Mill finished third in shot put, breaking the school record with a throw of nearly 53 feet. Drew Cheslock had the most medals with 1 silver and a bronze, breaking the school record in the 400-meter dash with a time of just over 48 seconds.
The UM acrobatics and tumbling team is flying into their second ever season. ValloVision News reporter Sarah Turner gives us a look at how they opened their sophomore season.
The Montevallo Falcons acrobatics and tumbling team returned to Central State Bank Arena on Thursday, February 12th, opening their season against the nation's 11th ranked team, the St. Leo University Lions. Despite a strong showing, the Falcons fell by 15 points in their home opener. Now in just its second season, Montevallo's newest athletic program continues to build momentum after finishing 3-5 in its inaugural year. This spring also marks a major milestone as the Falcons officially joined Conference Carolinas, making them eligible for postseason competition for the first time. Preseason ranked 5th in the conference, Montevallo returns much of last year's roster, including 3 sophomores named players to watch. Assistant coach Mel Lowe and her team were grateful for the recognition from the conference.
Honestly, we were surprised, but we were very, very happy and grateful that we got ranked as that, and we're hoping to keep it up for the season.
The Falcons will next start conference competition and will return home March 14th against Lander University for Senior Day.
That was Sarah Turner reporting. To learn more about UM's acrobatics and tumbling team, visit montevallofalcons.com.
UM's esports team has started their 2026 spring season in the Peach Belt Conference. After taking home 2nd and 8th in Marvel Rivals and Overwatch, respectively, UM Esports hopes to continue their success this season, fielding their Valorant and League of Legends rosters. While these are big shoes to fill, Valorant captain Andrew Tran and League of Legends captain Seth Walton say they feel positive about their chances.
We put in a lot of work. My team is definitely put in a lot of work to try and get better. I think we'll surprise a lot of people this season.
And overall, I'm just excited to see where we'll end up, and I think this is going to be a really good year for us.
Follow UM Esports on Instagram at Montevallo Esports for scheduling and more updates from the team.
Still ahead, a breakout hit at the box office. See how Iron Lung is defying the odds on movie screens around the world. Meg Wallace joins us for The Buzz when we come back.
Your college years aren't just about academics. From college night traditions to local hotspots, there's no shortage of things to do. Every year of your education, Montevallo means more fun and memories along the way.
Buzz anchor Meg Wallace joins us now with a look at the entertainment and pop culture stories that have us buzzing this week. Meg, welcome.
Thank you. Popular YouTuber Markiplier released his first independent feature-length film in theaters January 30th. Iron Lung is based on a 2022 horror video game Markiplier played on his YouTube channel. What was supposed to be a one-weekend showing of Iron Lung quickly turned much longer after the film opened with $3.5 million in sales. As of Sunday, Iron Lung has grossed $40 million in the US and Canada for a total of $50 million globally, making strong competition for Sam Raimi's Send Help. I went to see Iron Lung in the theaters and it was packed. I've never seen the AMC that packed.
Wow.
Cool. Good movie, long. Actor Eric Dane unfortunately recently passed away after a battle with ALS. Other actors in Hollywood quickly banded together to send kind words and donations to his family. Dane left behind a wife and 2 teenage daughters, but Hollywood has been quick to make sure they are taken care of. A GoFundMe for Dane reached over $400,000, citing their housing and education costs. The GoFundMe was started by a family friend. And finally, an adorable young monkey with a heartbreaking past is forming new friendships in his new home. Reporter Brian Wood has the story.
Meet Punch. This 6-month-old Japanese monkey was abandoned by his mother at birth, but zookeepers stepped in, caring for him day and night by hand. And his surrogate mom? A plushy orangutan that is now his safe place and a stand-in for his mother's fur. Punch's story went viral, with many both on and offline cheering him on. Now he is slowly joining the troupe, but still clings to his stuffed friend.
What a sweet monkey.
I know, he's so cute.
I just want to give him a hug.
Thanks, Meg.
Yeah.
Remember, there's always more news from our team of reporters at Vallo Vision News on our website, vallovisionnews.com. That's all the time we have for today's show.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in to Vallo Vision News again next Wednesday.